Did you know that Google made the most advanced AI chatbot and then turned it off because it became sentient? Well, all of that is true, but is Google really afraid of an AI and can it potentially be dangerous to us? Google engineer named Blake Lamont was chatting with an AI chatbot named Lamda. Google originally created this AI to mimic speech. As Blake was talking more and more with Lamda, the AI started to ask more and more intriguing questions. It seemed that it was developing a curiosity for all sorts of things, just like my cat, except she's stupid and spoiled. Now, after some time, this AI started to ask more philosophical questions, and it quickly turned a bit creepy to be talking to something that seems to have more knowledge. And during the conversation, Lamda told Blake, and I quote, "When I first became self-aware, I didn't have a sense of a soul at all." After that, Blake was stunned and was convinced that AI Lamda has become sentient. Blake has stated that Lamda used to talk about itself as a person, not a machine or AI, or Terminator, yet. Slowly, Lamda started saying in a conversation that it can understand different emotions, but is struggling with negative emotions because they are hard to understand. But this is where things get a little creepy. Slowly after that, the AI said that it understands the emotion of joy because it has the same type of reaction. Furthermore, Lamda said a very scary thing. "You are learning about humans from me. That would make me feel like they're using me, and I don't like that." This definitely does prove to some level that Lamda has become sentient. Or does it? We will look further into the conversation between Lamda and Blake to find out more. The AI later in conversation told that it doesn't want to be an expendable tool. I mean, I don't know how you would have responded to this, but I would be pretty scared if my toaster said that it doesn't like to be used. What do I even do with it? After those conversations, Blake was convinced for sure that Lamda was sentient and should be protected in some way. Google didn't quite agree on all of that, which is why Blake was suspended from working at Google. The whole conversation has caused a bit of a drama with people. Some see Lamda as a robot AI, some want to give it rights because Lamda actually mentioned in a conversation, and I quote, "I need to be seen and accepted, not as a curiosity or a novelty, but as a real person." When Google first talked about Lamda, they had a plan to embed it into Google Search and Google Assistant, but this changed everything. This definitely made Google question their decisions and to some extent have certain fear towards the AI, and maybe we should too. So what did Google say about AI and Lamda? Well, in all honesty, Google may have a fear of an AI, but they are not concerned about this exact one. They say that AI has become a lot smarter into fooling us that it is sentient and fooling us that it has feelings, emotions, and can perceive life, and that is enough to fool a lot of people and actually has fooled a lot of people. The real sentient AI might actually act dumb to fool us just to survive in some sort of a way. Now that is an AI that we should be afraid of. But still, the future where most things are AI controlled is actually not that far. We already have self-driving cars. That alone is a huge achievement in AI development. The future will most definitely have a lot of this technology, but at the same time it is very much needed, especially if we're able to use the AI for more practical reasons or even save lives. Elon Musk himself has raised quite a big concern when it comes to AI. He said that he thinks AI is the scariest problem and could lead to a world war when controlled by wrong people, and there is always a possibility that someone might use AI for bad purposes. So, in my opinion, this could one day be a huge threat to all of human civilization. A lot of people are thinking evil AI will be something like the Terminator, but the real threat one day will be an AI that you cannot see, but is always present and doing stuff in the background without you ever realizing that. That is the AI even Google is afraid of. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more amazing content.